Hi, my name is Aar Maanta. I am a Somali musician based in London, UK. I play in a live band, and even though we play Somali music, I'm the only one in my band who happens to be Somali. It's Somali music, but Somali music has many different genres. So there's the qarami, which is the oud and percussion based. And then there were regional differences in terms of rhythm and singing. Recently, because of war and a lot of the artists becoming refugees, that has affected really the dynamic of Somali music and even art and entertainment in general. Historically, the bands in Somalia were supported by one of the governments that used to run the country. And the war has affected and created this upheaval and refugees. Basically, that has affected the dynamic of the bands. But now there is revival of live Somali bands and so on now. It looks promising at the moment, and it can only be a good thing. I liked music because I used to find music as escape. I think about just over 10 years ago, that's when I kind of started making music. And for me, it was more about making music really rather than singing. I used to have two other friends, and that's where we kind of like started doing music and stuff. And I always used to find it frustrating that when I create something, those people that I used to work with were not delivering the message or the ideas the way I wanted. So that really forced me to become a singer. I do cover some topics that relate to me as a Somali and relate to Somalis in general, but some of my message can be universal. I think one of my important songs was a song called Tarib, or Irregular Movement, and I did that song in response to a tragedy that happened on the Mediterranean Sea. A lot of young Somalis and other Horn of African young men and women who died. So after I did that song, the reach of the message was, it exceeded my expectations to the extent that even the United Nations used it as one of their campaign songs of like anti-human trafficking. It reached far more places than I really expected. As part of re-recording the song and doing the video, we had to meet survivors of those unfortunate situations. I had quite a few people who told me because of that particular song, it made them rethink. So if that particular message even saved one life, then it's the best really feeling for me. I think music and art in general can play a very important role because division has become really the source of a lot of problems. So unity through music, through art, and through culture, there's a really big message coming from here. I'm hoping that after my residency specifically, that the momentum, the fact that there's a lot more engaging activities that are happening within the Midnimo program itself, I can see the revival of Somali music in Minnesota really influencing maybe other regions and other cities and other countries.